You ever meet someone who speaks with absolute confidence, yet their words carry no real clarity or logic? They're loud, they're certain, and somehow they're completely off track. But psychology suggests something important here. This isn't always arrogance. Sometimes it's a sign of low cognitive awareness. Today, let's talk about the science-backed signs of genuinely low IQ, not to judge anyone, but to understand human behavior more deeply.
Confidence without genuine understanding. Psychologists call this the Dunning-Kruger Effect. It happens when someone knows very little, but believes they know everything. They aren't aware of the gaps in their knowledge, so they speak boldly. But when you ask deeper questions, the reasoning collapses. There is confidence without comprehension, lack of curiosity or desire to learn. Curiosity is one of the strongest indicators of intelligence. People with higher IQ naturally ask questions. Why? How? What if? But those with lower IQ often avoid new ideas. They prefer staying in what feels comfortable. Learning becomes a threat to their ego, not an opportunity for growth. Black and white thinking. This is called cognitive rigidity. Everything is either right or wrong, good or bad, with nothing in between. They struggle to hold multiple perspectives, to understand nuance, or to process complexity. The world becomes a series of extremes, because flexible thinking requires mental depth they haven't developed, constantly blaming others. Psychology calls this an external locus of control. It's the belief that life happens to them, not because of their choices, habits, or actions. They blame people, situation, even fate, instead of taking responsibility or seeking solutions, struggling with opposing opinions. For many low IQ individuals, disagreement feels like disrespect. A different perspective becomes a personal attack, because real debate, calm, logical, grounded debate, requires reasoning, patience, and mental flexibility. And that level of thinking can feel overwhelming for them. Low IQ has nothing to do with school grades or lack of education. It's reflected in how someone thinks, how they process the world, and how they respond to challenges, emotions, and ideas. The real truth is this: the lower a person's intelligence, the harder it becomes for them to recognize their own blind spots, and many never see them at all. If you want to keep exploring the hidden psychology behind human behavior, the truths most people overlook, hit subscribe. And remember, the fact you're watching this, seeking understanding, already says a lot about who you are becoming.